Hello guys, this is DHS and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about 5 things that Doctor Who has done right in Series 11. Well, in the first episode of Series 11, one episode has been out. I've watched it twice now. I'm probably going to watch it a third time tonight. And I do like it, and I am growing to love it. I think that the reception to it has been really good. Mostly, there's been a couple of negative stuff about. A couple of people haven't liked it, who are voicing their opinions a lot louder than everyone else. But I'm quite happy that Doctor Who may have returned to form a little bit. Hello guys. Hello guys. First thing is the music. So the music for me in Doctor Who has been the same over multiple years, and I thought that this new blood might cause a change. Now, don't get me wrong, Murray Gold has made some brilliant music for the show, and that tone, I suppose, has made through like series 1 to 10 of the revival. So I'm not saying he did badly, but towards the end I think that it needed sprucing up and it needed changing, because I think that change was going to be a big thing about this season, and the change of the music to someone else, I actually like it a lot, like all of it, all of the music that was shown, even that theme tune bit as well. I like that as well. All very good on the music front. The second thing is the Doctor. Obviously, people have complained that they're too much like the 10th and the 11th incarnations, and they are. Well, she is. She's pretty much 11 when she starts speaking. On that train, you know, there's a moment and I was like, yep, she's being the 11th Doctor. She's not bringing anything new to the table, however, play it safe, for God's sake. You're introducing a lot. I would not try and push a new Doctor personality on someone at the same time as trying to get them to come to terms with the fact that it's a woman instead of a male. And I think that making her have the same qualities as previous Doctors was a good thing, and I think that would make, well, it's like proven, isn't it? It's like, why would you change the recipe of a dish if it's proven to work? So the next thing is Tim Shaw, and he is the villain for this episode. Is a bit one note, but I feel like he actually had some menace to him. The idea that he breaks someone's jaw, the idea of the pain that must cause to someone when he takes off your tooth and sticks it to to his face is kind of creepy and weird, even if what happens when he runs out of room on his face. But the idea that they wear their battle things reminds me a lot of Black Panther. And Eric Killmonger, when he basically he like scars himself every time he kills someone, which makes him like quite a interesting villain. Maybe Chris Chibnall watched Black Panther and then decided to create this villain. The show is not trying to be too clever. Now, in previous years, we've had some Stephen Moffat episodes that were generally clever and generally done well, and then we've had episodes that were just kind of rubbish because they tried to set up something that they couldn't deliver on. And I feel like with this simple plot, it could be delivered on. Because it was so basic, obviously that can be a complaint that you could make, because everything that I say somehow has a opposite reaction to it. It's a bit weird, but it is true. But it trying not to be clever will definitely, for me, make it easier for people to understand and make it easier for new people to come in, and I feel like it'd be less of a brain ache if, you know, they made some simpler episodes. Oh, by the way, I am wearing a Rick and Morty t-shirt. It was the only thing I could find in my wardrobe that was worth wearing. Which is ironic, really, because I've got those clothes behind me, but still decided to wear this. The other thing, which I'm pretty sure is the last thing, in fact, is the companions. Now, Ryan, Yaz, and Graham, they need fully fleshing out, but if they get that, then they've done a good TARDIS team. I think that the overall response to them was good, and people love them, which is obviously what you need from a companion. None of them are Bill. None of them have this quirk. Well, actually, ignore that. We'll get to that in a minute. But none of them have a quirk like Bill when she just sits there and tells everyone that she's gay all the time. Now, Ryan is dyspraxic, and there's been a little bit of a backlash in making him pretty useless. I think that maybe he's useless now, but over the series he may develop a use. Like, he might have something more useful to do, or maybe he discovers he's good at something else. Maybe he learns to ride his bike. And if he can do all of that, then you've got a nice little arc for him throughout the series. Yaz needs fleshing out a bit more, but from what we see from her right now, she's quite ambitious. She wants to do something a bit better than being a traffic parking officer. She's trying to do something more interesting, and I think that is good, as that's something that you can kind of relate to, because you don't want to be in this sort of dead-end job. Graham is kind of the sob story, I suppose, once he's fully fleshed out, because I don't feel like he got fully enough screen time, but I think he can add a bit of comic... He can add a bit of light-hearted humour to the series, and maybe a bit more... Maybe more of a sensible head and stuff like that, because if you've got if your TARDIS team is too young, they kind of have to have someone to bounce against, and to make the team itself work, because those two have got connections, and then there's Graham, who has connections and more experience than what they do. Therefore, he will have different sets of knowledge, and therefore that can come in useful. And maybe if you can just elaborate on the cancer thing and try and give him something like his motivations or something, then he will also be a good companion. And I think that, they're not finished, but they're a good start. So I think that video actually made sense. Some of it did anyway. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video from him. If you did, make sure you give it a like. I'm planning to hold off maybe a day or two until I do my What We Know So Far video for episode 2. I don't know, but normally promo pictures come out today, Tuesday, but I'm just going to wait till Wednesday just to make sure that they are going to come out. Because if they don't come out, then, well, it's going to be an interesting video. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been DIJ Studios. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you give a like, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.